Yo, what's good? It's your boy J-Rod, and today, man, we're going to be going over John Wall going to the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, I don't think this is like 100% through, like it's official or anything, but there is a very good chance that is going to happen. There's also been a couple other things going on. Real quick, we'll go over the Kyrie situation. So Kyrie actually ended up opting into his contract to come back to the Brooklyn Nets, which, not going to lie, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. All these rumors and everything like that, I think it was just for Kyrie to really, see if he could push it to where he could get a max deal for a certain amount of length. And maybe the contract situation didn't work out as Kyrie wanted it to. But regardless, I had a feeling he was going to come back on that one-year deal for $37 million because I just didn't see Kyrie turning down a guaranteed $37 million. So, yeah, Kyrie goes back to the Nets. I think that Kyrie, KD, they're going to run it back. But, yeah, going back to this. So, John Wall, man, going to the Clippers. I love this for the Clippers. I felt like the one goal that the Clippers needed to do this offseason was to get themselves a point guard, and that's exactly what they did here with John Wall. As much as I like Reggie Jackson, they needed a point guard who could play make and be a capable defender. You already got Paul George, you got Kawhi. You don't need, like, an insane defender, but a guy who's committed on the defensive side of the basketball and will play make and make the game easier for Kawhi and Paul George so they don't have to handle the ball as much. Running out of breath here, man. But, yeah, John Wall is the perfect guard for that. I think if John Wall could stay healthy, stay fit, and keep himself in, playing in a type of role and understand that his role is to not have to put up the same amount of points as Kawhi or Paul George or feel like you have to be a top guy in the team, but your role is more to make the game easier on Kawhi and Paul George. And if there's games where, you got to come out and drop 20, 25, 30, the keys are in your hand. But most of the time I think it's going to be John Wall, trying to find ways to get guys open, find Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, opened off of, their off-ball plays. And I think it's also going to be important for John Wall to become a really good catch-and-shoot player for Kawhi and PG to play off of, or for John Wall to play off of Kawhi and PG. Because he shot, I think one of the seasons when he was healthy, he shot 41% from three off of catch-and-shoot threes. I know John Wall isn't the best three-point shooter, but I do think he's very capable of playing that type of role. And then I would say you probably start John Wall, and then you have Reggie Jackson come off the bench as a six-man to get you buckets, because as much as Reggie Jackson's good, I think John Wall suits what the Clippers need more at that starting point guard position. And I like what the Clippers got, man. The Clippers got a lot of really solid role players. They got Luke Kennard. They got Norman Powell. Norman Powell as your 7th or 8th man is really good. You still got Marcus Morris. You got Zubac. You got Batum, who's a really good 3-and-D player. He can also play the small ball 5. Who else you got? You got Terrence Mann, who had, some very good flashes, and he's getting older in his career. So I like what the Clippers got. I think if the Clippers can maintain being healthy and play together throughout the whole season without too much resting or sitting guys out, I think building up that chemistry is going to be important. And I really like the Clippers to make a title run with this new look team. But that's really all I had to say. I didn't have too much to say on it, but I do think it's great for the Clippers, especially the fact that they didn't have to give up anything to really get John Wall. But, yeah, if you guys missed my last video, it was a 1v1 against Mike. Go check that out. More 1v1s on the way. I'm telling y'all, man. It's this month of, early July, I'm going to be banging out them 1v1s because I know you guys like them. They do really well on views. But, yeah, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any future videos. And subscribe to the channel. Love y'all, man. And peace. Let's redo that. Fuck, man. I had a fucking hairball. Love y'all, man, and peace!